Clapped.
Okay.
I clapped
When I saw it.
All right.
Star Destroyer.
I'm gonna come.
All right, let me do the intro.
What? No, put that in. Star Destroyers, I'm gonna come. Make that the episode title.
Anyways, what's going on? I'm Jose, aka Isunamonjo. This is a Den of Otakus. Sherm and Salem here
If we
are very
keep
tired.
interrupting him with
We've
the
been
same...
reduced to our real human names.
No, hear me out. If we keep interrupting him with the same joke, he'll have to put it in eventually.
Contaminate the whole thing.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so I don't know if I'll put in that earlier recording, or probably not. Anyways, Borderlands movie, awful.
I'm gonna come. From the top.
Okay.
All right.
Who are you?
I'm phenomenal.
Who are you?
Mactastic.
All right, thanks, Shalud. And we have a guest today.
His name is Hi Shalud.
Hi, Shalud.
What are names, really?
Anyway,
No,
we have
Shai Halud.
We have a guest today.
We got
Who are
there.
you?
Thomas.
This is Thomas. I hope you heard that.
No.
And speak up.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you want?
No, I was telling her to speak up.
Oh, okay.
Now, you've been fine this entire time. Can you speak
Weird.
up?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Anyways, we were discussing Borderland movie earlier. We didn't all
Why?
see it, but apparently
Do
it's
not
awful.
go see this movie if you're listening to this podcast.
Okay, don't see this movie. It's probably going to suck.
Dude,
Anyways,
this is probably on the level like fucking Dragon Ball superheroes.
no, it's probably on the level of Dragon Ball Evolution. Okay.
That's
that-
a statement.
Yeah.
I don't know if that movie can be topped
all right. So,
or bottomed, I guess.
we're speaking of movies.
It's a switch if you think about it.
Oh.
So, movie about the legal case that killed Gawker in the works with Ben Affleck to rumored to play Hulk Hogan.
Just like the first podcast, starting off strong with the comic books.
No, this
My
is,
mind's in the gutter. I see Gawker, and I'm just
No.
thinking of the Gawker.
Do you know what
9000.
Gawker was? Gawker was apparently a magazine back in the mid 2000s, and they're the ones who released Hulk Hogan's sex tape.
Oh, good.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about this.
I'm because you're a wrestling fan.
Have you not watched his
Did I
sex
not
tape?
tell you about what Hulk Hogan did the other week, where
No.
he's like a fucking dumbass?
Oh yeah, he was at
spoke at the RNC.
Yeah, he was at that RNC rally. It was
And
a
he
pretty
ripped off
funny.
his shirt.
It was a pretty funny
Yeah.
video. But this
Hell
is
yeah, brother! If you love Donald Trump's America, fucking,
Ew.
I don't know. I'm getting into Stone Cold, but I think Stone Cold would be a little more intelligent than fucking Hulk Hogan.
It's
Well-
just one of those things that you just push to the back of your mind. And
I
try
mean,
to
don't forget, one of our U.S. presidents is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yep. So
I bet you can guess which one.
Anyways, this is a movie. This is just gonna be one of those like docu movies about like remember that time
Did
Hulk
he have a
Hogan.
finisher?
Hulk Hogan?
Trump when he was.
Oh, probably not.
Fuck. Okay. Sorry.
Probably like a Paul Heyman type,
Oh.
just a guy talking.
I just was hoping it had like a sick
I
name.
think Hulk Hogan's is the leg drop.
The leg drop.
And it's when he would like hold his leg up, slam down on you.
Oh.
Apparently, it fucked up his back.
Oh.
Good, I'm glad. Anyways, he probably did that to whoever he had sex with because that movie is in the works. Would you guys go watch that?
No.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Why not? Ben Affleck is
Yeah,
cosplaying as Hulk Hogan. You wouldn't see that?
Oh, that would not be my pick. Get fucking did you ever watch American Chopper?
No.
Get Paul Tuttle to play fucking Hulk Hogan.
Is he that guy from the memes that like the American Chopper guy?
Yeah.
Let me look.
He
up
had the
Paul Tuttle here.
handlebar mustache.
Oh,
He'd
okay.
have to slim down a little bit, but that's okay.
That's hilarious. Well, apparently this movie is in the works with Ben Affleck's studio, so that's probably why he's gonna be the main
Good.
star. Anyways, this movie is gonna go down in history as
I see it.
this movie's gonna go down in history as another movie nobody watched. Because
Just
he did,
like that Borderlands movie.
and because he also made this Air movie, which was about the like creation of the Air Jordan, but it was exclusive to Apple, and nobody watched it.
What?
Ooh.
Oh, did I ever tell you guys I watched the Tetris movie that was exclusive to Apple?
Oh, I think you did.
I remember you talking about it.
So basically, it was like this Russian guy made the code for Tetris. A bunch of companies like paid him differing amounts
Okay.
to like obtain certain rights. So like if it was like I had exclusive rights to like the PC version of Tetris, I had the exclusive rights to like that was when Nintendo was making the Game Boy and like fucking.
you have rights over that version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the like climax of the movie was like all these companies like going to Russia to sign like for one extradite that guy out of the country, him and his family, and then like get the exclusive rights.
I
This
do
is
see.
kind of interesting.
I do
see.
remember seeing the trailer for that where the Taron Egerton, I think is the actor's name,
Yeah.
and they go, "This is only a few people in the world have seen this. We call it the Game Boy," and they like unveil it with a cloth and everything.
The Game Boy.
It was hilarious. Okay, moving on. The Olympics apparently has anime nerds. You like these Kamehameha photos?
Is this the guy that pulled out a Blue Eyes White Dragon?
Could be. Not
Because
sure.
that's the only one I know
Yes,
of.
that is that one.
Okay.
Here's
This guy's
the,
alright with me.
Here's the gear for.
This guy has also been known to do the Frankie pose, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does the arms together.
We got the French fencing team doing a Kamehameha.
Yo, that guy.
The guy on the far left, not correct.
Dude, there's two
Guy on
of
the
them
mid.
that have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
No. And then they played the Ultra Instinct at the Olympics. Weird.
All right, hear me out. Hot take, maybe. The Ultra
Oh.
Instinct theme sucks.
It's
What is
alright.
it? The dun, dun?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
And then there has been like anime
Oh,
inspired
I've
posters.
seen this shit everywhere. Yeah, the guy from
I prefer
Turkey.
the like Korean girl leaning back doing like the whole horse pose more than anything, but to each their own.
What else? So besides that, at the Olympics, there hasn't really been much that I care for, and I
Yeah.
don't really care for the Olympics.
Yeah,
Well,
fuck,
neither do I.
All right.
fuck
Yeah.
nations.
Moving
But,
on.
The Turkey gun guy.
I
is-
think the Japanese volleyball team came out to one of the Haikyuu openings.
Oh, really?
Makes
I
sense.
heard
Makes
that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't see the video.
It's better than Ultra Instinct.
Moving on.
Mhm.
Sure. Sorry. Mac test.
Why?
Phenomenal. Sorry,
Yeah.
not you, Mac.
What are
Tastic.
names? What are names?
I don't know. Shy.
Get
Halud.
excited.
Yeah, I don't know.
Get excited. Avatar 3, Fire and Ash.
Oh, dude, I can't
You
wait
ready
till
for
we're
this?
on
No,
like
I'm not.
Avatar 7, and he's like, I have them finished, but I'm not gonna release them yet. Do you see the joke I'm making?
Yeah. You
It's
hate George R. R. Martin. By the way, new trailer for one of his spin-off Game of Thrones shows.
Oh, Yes, perfect.
I won't
Oh.
I didn't bother with it. Not really a fan of that story anyway.
Of Fire and Ash.
Yeah, you excited for this?
No,
Come on,
'cause-
bro. Are you
no.
excited for this?
No.
Come on, bro. The whales were there last time.
You make me hate everything.
I know. I'm sorry.
All I'm gonna say, Mactastic here. The only thing I'm gonna say is I watched the first movie in theaters. It was a good time. I literally don't fucking care about Avatar anymore. So he could come out with 5 more movies.
So
and
if he would have like came out with Avatar 2 like 2 or 3 years after,
Yeah.
I'd probably care.
But
It's been more than 10 years.
the
it's been
joke
long
I
enough.
love to make is striking while that iron is ice cold.
yeah.
Yeah.
When did this one come out? 2020, I think.
No, I think it was after that. Might have been
23.
21 or 22 maybe.
No, I think it because me and you went to go see it because last winter we went to go see Godzilla and the Boy and the Heron. So he was with us for those. So
Yeah.
had to have been.
I mean, if you
yeah,
scroll
2020.
down, it probably says Avatar 2 released at some date.
Yeah, Avatar
Way of
released
Water
in late 2020.
2022,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yep. So Avatar, Fire and Ash. Can't
Can't
wait.
wait for a song of birds in sky.
How do you know the title of the next movie?
do you remember?
You want to make a bet right now? $100. That's the title of the next movie.
Do you like how
Okay, I won't bet against you. I
What?
think you're right.
This is bullshit.
Do you like how
I was winning.
how the
bet.
first movie was just Dance with Wolves but in space, and then the second movie was just Blue Ass Water movie, Blue Ass Water in Wales. I mean, did that do anything for you? I know it didn't.
Once again, you make me hate everything that I love.
Okay, what? You didn't care for Avatar?
I love Avatar.
Oh, you're
So
lying.
that second movie was
Not the best.
it was enjoyable except for the fact that his kids weren't in it every second of it.
Oh yeah, and they did cause the issue of the story. So
Yeah.
Oh
like-
yeah, no, you guys have mentioned that a few
The
times.
entire
now, and it's just
story
like,
revolved around the fact that his kids had gotten into another wacky situation.
Oh my god, some hijinks occurred.
Yeah.
Thomas, did you watch this movie?
No.
It's like
I've
it's
seen
like during that fucking Puss in Boots movie where the dog was like, yeah, every time I get kidnapped, like they have to come save me. Except
It's like-
that they did get kidnapped a lot in that fucking second Avatar movie.
Yeah, it was very dumb. All right, moving on. Russian chess player accused of poisoning rival with rivals board with
That's so
Mercury.
funny.
Yeah, they caught her on CCT too. Like, I love how they play like the little.
Wait, you're telling me
music.
What
this,
is
this
this
actually
music?
happened?
No, yeah, this actually
No,
happened.
Salem.
Bro, what?
This was a
That's so funny.
this is a deep fake. This isn't real.
This,
No,
so this-
I just mean that, like, you know, like if it was like confirmed or not, or
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
this woman Amina Abarakava was caught on CCT trying to poison her rival, and then apparently her rival did get sick throughout the matches, and then they stopped, did some testing, were like, "Yo, she's got poisoning," and then somebody was like, "Oh yeah, we got it on video."
I would like to clarify for the listeners. I don't think it's funny that someone got sick, but I do think it's funny someone cared enough
Enough.
about chess to poison their opponent ahead of time and play out the match. I just think that's insane.
Did you ever hear about the cheating scandal during chess like a few years ago?
Oh, the guy who was like, he's like putting a vibrator up his butt.
Vibrating butt plug to like get chess moves.
Did that actually happen?
Yes.
That's so funny.
Can't say whether it was true or not.
Like, look, I get it. There's people
accused.
that care about chess that much, sure, but like, come on, man.
Well, it's the ultimate game.
All right.
It's the ultimate game in terms of attack and defense.
All right, so moving on. This is probably the biggest news of the week. Netflix got hacked, and apparently it was not just Netflix, but Crunchyroll and a bunch of other places got hacked.
I mean, I think they were simulcasting some of these shows. That's why.
No, so some of these had already been like they're done prints, right? So they're
So
done.
Dan to Dan's airing on Crunchyroll, right?
Yes. No, Netflix airing on Netflix.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. So I think
I have a feeling because all I heard was it was Netflix, and I would assume it's because some of these are
Oh, okay.
So the fact that it was being simulcast means that Netflix and Crunchyroll both had versions of it, and they hacked Netflix.
So it was like including Netflix, Viz Media, Crunchyroll, G Kids. So all these people got hacked, and it was all kind of animation and anime related.
Like I'm saying, I'm thinking they hacked Netflix, but all these companies are also affected because it was going to stream on their platforms.
So from what I read from this, it turns out that these guys who were kind of doing like some, I think it was either they hold the license or they were doing some like dubbing or whatever the case is. They were doing kind of that thing for them. They were the ones that basically got. So these are people that are holding these properties for a bunch of different streamers and licensors, and they're the ones that got hacked. Because it says here like Arcane Season 2, Heartstopper Season 3, even Plankton the movie. So
man, one of those things I care about, the other things I don't give a shit about.
Plankton the movie, can't wait.
I was also excited about Plankton the movie. I feel you.
Also, it looks like RE0 starting Life in Another World. The first episode was leaked.
Yeah.
So.
I heard about that.
I see.
Only good thing I'll say out of all this, the Dan to Dan OP looking real nice for when that airs. So
yeah.
Phenomenal in myself. We did take a gander at the Dan to Dan opening and ending.
So I like skimmed through it just to make sure the leaks were real.
Oh.
Yeah. It's got like fucking shit all over the screen, and like
it has like a counter.
Subtitles are like the spots where the subs would be are blurred. So like it's not high quality. I just wait the official release.
Like the leaks have been blurred, have blurred watermarks and burned in timestamps. Low res and everything like that.
Right.
So sucks that you can see these early. Sucks that somebody went through the trouble of probably ruining their career and their life. But if people want to watch them, go ahead.
Supposedly they got more than just this stuff. This is just the stuff they put out so far.
Yeah, there was even one of these. I think they put out the entire thing of Terminator. I think you may have said.
Yeah.
But
right there. It's like the entire all episodes of Skydance animation.
There was that.
Terminators.
Yep.
There was that Mononoke movie that apparently got leaked too.
And then Ranma and a half also almost 12 episodes got leaked. So that's like the average for a season. So have to assume all of the entire season has been leaked. Whoever did this, ups on you, but you suck. You are a horrible person. Yeah. Hope you die.
One of the few times I would not recommend piracy.
Yeah. So
hopefully, people that were interested in these properties like wait until they can like officially watch them or whatever when they come out. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So the only thing I'll say is it looks like the official platforms have been doing a good job because like we went to YouTube because I wanted to watch the Dan to Dan OP again, and it was not on.
We couldn't
YouTube.
find it on there.
Well, it's not that we support these big companies monopolizing anime to where we almost have to, pirate this stuff. But at least the people who are making these animes are getting their bread. So we at least want them to eat.
How the fuck are there Kill sidebars on this?
There's a crossover game with some Grand Summoners. So
sounds like some gacha shit.
Yep, very much so.
Yeah, the sprites look nice, I guess.
So we wanna give a moment of silence to Game Informer. They are officially dead.
Oh, who cares?
Wait, who's Game Informer?
You don't know what Game Informer was?
No.
Game Informer magazine, right?
Yeah.
Back in our day, they used to print video game magazines, and that was the shit because we didn't have the fucking internet on our phones.
Actually, Thomas, your brother was subscribed to GameStop for like a year, and they came to our house, so I would just cop those.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That was like one of the best things about Game Informer was if you got a GameStop like membership card, they were like, here's a magazine.
Here's
didn't you have one?
Yeah. So actually, back when I was in 5th grade, one of my student teachers, she went to the Game Informer like headquarters, and she said that, hey, we got this Game Informer like magazine signed back when I went and I was in high school. I think she said high school or college, but she was like, yeah, I went to the Game Informer headquarters and we all got these exclusive at the time. It was like, she said like at the time they got the magazine ahead of time, but it was basically the reveal of GTA San Andreas. And
that's pretty fucking cool.
And everybody who like had worked on that specific magazine had signed it. I lost it.
That's so cool though.
I know. She did give it to me. She was a very beautiful like student teacher. I'm pretty sure she was like 21, 22 at the time. No,
not only did she have a sick-ass magazine, she was also beautiful.
She was the most gorgeous woman I'd ever seen.
I think she was 21, 22, I think.
Yeah, like at the time. Okay, I was
perfect
like a fifth
age.
I was like the fifth grader.
Yeah, I remember her face clearly as well.
Dude, all I'm saying is
I was like 12.
My teachers were not hot.
Not anymore.
I had a bunch of old people.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
All I'm saying though is like, for like this woman to be like, yeah, I went to this Game Informer thing. I had the option to go to like a couple different places,
She's
and
the
I went to
original
Game
gamer
Informer.
girl.
Yeah.
It was very cool, but she also was like, hey, I want to give you some. She like brought me to like where everybody was not looking, and she's like, I'm gonna give you this. Don't tell nobody because I don't want to get in trouble.
You got the special.
Oh,
yeah.
Jose was getting seduced. God.
That never happened, but I did mention that I did want to be a magazine writer at the time.
Oh.
I did say I wanted to be a magazine writer and that I loved video games, so I'm sure she made that connection and was like, hey, this is an option. Now that it's 2024, this is not an option. So RIP to GameStop.
Yeah.
RIP to the teacher's career, probably.
GameStop's gone?
Ma'am, you can no longer teach this.
Ma'am, you cannot have... Never mind.
She didn't do anything. She's great. No. At this point, she'd be like 35, okay?
Perfect.
35 or 40.
As long as she aged like fine wine, brother.
I'm sure she has.
Anyways,
moving on.
We learn a lot of things on this podcast.
Yeah, every now and then.
JoJo's
Something
Bizarre
comes out.
Adventure. Hell
More shoes.
yeah.
Yo, someone say JoJo.
You remember the Nier Automata shoes? We'll get ready for the JoJo shoes.
Sam, when I
how
sent you
much
that
money?
Yu-Gi-Oh collab thing, did you ever look at that? The jewelry stuff.
Oh yeah. I remember it was like the Millennium items is like a necklace and some other things.
You didn't send that to the Discord, bro?
I did.
It was some time ago now, I think.
Yeah, it's been a few months.
Because it was like there's like some type of like you said like a collaboration or whatever.
Yeah.
And it had like
It was like
necklaces, rings.
It was like an actual like jeweler that collabed with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted the Millennium ring because I think that's the cool one, but they didn't have it in like the original gold color, and I was like, fuck.
Was it like a ring, but it had like the triangle Millennium?
Yeah, the Millennium ring.
So like some of the Millennium items were like necklaces and rings. I think they had like a Monster Reborn necklace as well.
Yep.
So it was cool stuff, but I remember saying I like Millennium Ring gold necklace, and then you told me that it was like sold out, and I was like,
Okay, I looked up the Millennium
Are
Ring.
you also a Millennium Ring enjoyer?
Yes, sir.
I'm a Millennium Puzzle enjoyer, so I'm pretty basic. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
All right, what do you guys think about these JoJo shoes, though?
How much money?
Probably too much.
No shit.
the JoJo shoes, right?
Yeah, tell me about the JoJo
I am
shoes.
not a cross-dresser, so I have no interest.
So, there was a line of JoJo suits that I really enjoyed.
Didn't that dude from Trash Taste buy those?
Yeah, Connor from Trash Taste, I think he bought all of them, I think. Like, he had Bucciarati, he had,
Must be nice to be a successful
Bro,
YouTuber.
Boo Charity, come on.
Boo Charity?
Bucciarati?
That's how I hear people say it, man.
Fuck.
Boo Charity.
7 on fucking Your Name.
Yes. No shawarma.
Hey. Don't give spoilers out.
Spoilers.
All right. So, JoJo shoes coming out. I won't buy these. If I had the spare like income, I would just display them. All right. So
They look better than the Nier Automata shoes, I think.
yeah, 100%. I would have also bought the Nier shoes just to display them.
Why not?
Like I would never. I'd be like, yeah, I bought this to display them, and then people would probably look at me weird. Anyway, Salem, I brought something today, an anime that we might enjoy.
Red Ranger becomes an adventure in another world.
Yep,
Let's
so-
go.
Wait, okay, I'm listening. You
So
got me.
Red Ranger gets Isekai. Only the Red Ranger.
Only the Red Ranger. Okay, so here's the thing. I mean, granted, at time of recording, Suicide
Look how
Squad
cool
Isekai
that
is still
boy
airing.
is.
What is
He's so
that?
cool. Look how edgy. It's got so many sharp edges.
Here's
on
his.
it.
What the?
Yo, that suit's okay.
I don't like
that
that
suit's
one.
all right.
And here are some of the supporting cast.
okay,
All right,
members.
here are the Isekai cast here.
Yep, here's the Isekai.
They know what
cast.
they're doing.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
There is a trailer I brought for you guys just in case, because
Okay,
I know
sure.
Sherman enjoys trailers.
I love Isekai garbage. Well, I'm trying to hear all this.
Jesus Christ, man! The fucking mage or whatever. Good lord.
She's got some big old ones.
Honestly,
No.
she's probably like second on the list for most revealing mage outfits I've seen. You ever seen Merlin from Seven Deadly Sins?
I have.
Oh god.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, here we
Doesn't
go.
she use fucking magic to like keep her? What's up?
He's doing
He's
the.
doing the thing.
He's doing the thing.
Let's fucking go.
Lots of posing.
Hell yeah. Oh, and the yeah. Okay. Yep.
I never thought we'd get like a Sentai Isekai crossover, but you know what? It was only a matter of time.
I'm interested. Like, I will check this out. So when's it coming out though?
Not sure. We'll see. We'll probably see at the end of this thing, or
getting
I
too
can
ahead
check
of
the
myself
article.
here.
I can check the article.
Yo,
Real quick.
how
Look at this
edgy-
gloomy
there.
guy.
Look at that edgy motherfucker.
He's an edgelord for sure.
Hell
Oh.
yeah. Hell yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yo, he's got a 6 spear. He's got,
He's got a
gun.
fucking gun.
He's got the guns. He's got the spear.
Is that Joker from Persona?
Explosion.
Maybe.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
This
dude.
is a real ranger
It
right
was an
here.
adventure in another world. Okay.
Now, if this was a manga,
2025.
I'm surprised I never
So-
ran into this.
What, January 2025, something like that?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll check it out then. Shit.
Yeah.
I hope it's more engaging than
Open another tab in your
Go
browser.
Loser Ranger.
What? For what?
I hope it's more engaging.
Yeah, that Go Loser Ranger, huh?
Yeah, that was the thing we watched.
It was a thing we didn't finish.
I finished it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did you guys not finish together?
I did
'Cause
not.
You did not?
Did you?
Okay.
Did you finish it?
Fuck no.
Yeah, I
Fuck
didn't finish
no,
it
dude.
either.
Yeah, because I had to show you the big bad's like final design.
Oh, yeah.
or the most updated design. He's a Birdman.
Yeah, he just got like a bird mask and some other stuff. It didn't look bad, but
I'm surprised you didn't fall in love immediately.
So,
God.
moving on
Cyberpunk.
from Red Ranger getting isekai, one of these cyberpunk producers has entered the manga space. So he's just been writing stuff, and then there have been artists. So he's not drawing and writing; he's just writing. So
Eno, is that you?
So apparently these are his designs. It's apparently something about like he can like summon or people turn into animals, and he can the main character controls them. Apparently Japan has been very welcoming to the kind of like writing and stuff. So
what, a Cyclops wolf?
yeah. And then
Okay,
this wolf has like
okay.
a muzzle on it.
All right. I'm following you.
So basically the quote goes over the guy, like he's like, yeah, I kind of broke away from, I don't know if he said he broke away from CD Punk Red, but he's basically saying like, yeah, I was, I did CD Punk Red for a good while. I was a
CD
writer.
Projekt Red.
What is it?
You kept saying CD Punk Red.
Oh, CD Project. Is it CD Project?
I mean, they say Projekt, but
Project.
Project, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he's been like, "Yup, I'm doing other stuff now," and he wrote this manga. So it's currently has like a couple chapters, I think up to like 10 or 6. It's been well received by the Japanese audience, who is, I guess, are very critical over there of anything done by a foreigner. So good on him. And he also apparently has like 8 other projects in the works with Jump, and apparently he is the first foreigner to work with Jump as a writer. So
That sounds like a busy motherfucker.
yeah,
High quality.
breaking boundaries over there. And he
So what's the name of this manga though?
No name.
no, yeah, it's called No
Oh,
Name.
just
No
no
name.
name.
No/name.
Okay.
What an awful name for a manga.
So yeah, I mean, Japan has been very receptive. A lot of the readers have been very receptive. But as far as I can tell, it does say that he's got other stuff in the works. He was credited as a producer in that Cyberpunk Edgerunners. So, and then I guess he was also like one of the big wigs for that Cyberpunk game. So, but we all know kind of how that launched. So
Yeah, it's definitely a sad start, better finish type thing.
And then here's another one that's, I tried looking this guy up, but apparently a chef gets isekai. Now, this is a real YouTuber chef. He gets an isekai manga. So I just wanted to bring you today how ridiculous this is. Like, I read and watch a lot of isekai trash, but this is ridiculous. Because this is such a this is a Japanese YouTuber who I could not even find.
Lovely.
Is this a real
Probably
person?
fake.
This is a real person.
Okay.
Oh,
He
no,
has a
okay.
real YouTube channel. I just couldn't find it. I couldn't see where it was.
So
This is a YouTube, like, is a VTuber?
No.
No.
This is like a YouTuber. Like, this is a chef who also posts videos on YouTubers. So it says right here, the manga will be an isekai. The manga will be an
based on
isekai
popular
manga. based on-
Japanese chef
Yep.
Ryūji.
Yep.
Okay.
And then it says right here, Rentaro Hugamachi is writing the manga with supervision from Ryūji. So I tried to look this guy up to kind of watch his videos. I couldn't find him.
Did you look up Ryūji Chef?
Yes, I looked up everything I possibly could to try and find this guy. I think it's
Man's
in
a-
kanji.
He's a ghost in the system.
He's a ghost
He
in
will
the
not
shell.
be found
Yeah.
unless he decides you can find him. Oh.
Dang.
Wait,
Yeah,
is your
you wanna
phone
go
dying?
with
Reasons.
For reasons. Are you looking up this Chef Isekai manga?
Looking up.
Is that ad?
Oh, hey, you remember those things we watched last week? We're gonna watch them again.
What thing? Oh, those. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys already watched these, we don't have to.
Oh, we can again.
We can watch them again. That's fine.
I just got super confused because like they kept saying movie, and these are just like OVAs or like
These are like 3-minute kind of like if that.
Yeah, like O&As of
like
the Fate stuff.
Like the way the title card is for it with like the Fate and like the journey or whatever, it just looks like an event or something might happen. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
These are just okay. So, do you guys want to explain what these are?
These are small like OVAs or O&As of like Fate Grand Order like timelines, I assume.
Like my best guess is that because it says Fate Grand Order Explore the World, so
It's
I'm
probably like a side quest or something, right?
yeah, like every now and then there'll be like like limited time events that you can do, and you can like get characters. Sometimes they'll give you like some materials, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what this looks like to me. It's just like different sections of an event going on.
Yep.
Perhaps.
So it says right here that these are just basically a 9th anniversary event.
Oh.
3 videos are themed after Japan, North America, and China.
It's literally right
Oh.
fucking
China.
So
China.
honestly, my favorite one was the Chinese one. Like it looked the best. I did not like the America one, the wanted one. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I'll agree with you on that. Out of the 3 that I watched with Phenomenal, the Western one was probably my least favorite out of the 3.
Yeah, it was like
I like the like cutesy art style, but it's kind of whatever.
it did not hit. It was just like, hey, look at all these American landmarks. It's like, thanks. I'm not as if I'm not sick of these shit.
Yeah, but what if you were from Japan, where you're just like, these fucking Japanese landmarks
Oh.
again?
Oh my
I'd
God.
rather see them in like very
Oh, they
gorgeous
went
art
to
style.
they went to an arcade. Oh, I hate arcades. What? I'm just drawing some parallels. I'm not saying they're correct, but
So yeah, I did watch these. If you guys already watched these,
we're
Yeah,
good
we did.
here.
Alright.
The unfortunate thing is like, while all of them like animation wise are good, I will say. As the only person here who has played Fate Grand
I was
Order,
gonna say, tell us a little bit about that.
No, let's not.
there's
We
not
don't-
much
We've already-
to tell, my
we've already-
friend.
we
yeah,
don't
we-
have time.
Yeah, we've already
No,
gone over this before.
In summary, I did have a fun time playing the game for like a year and a half or so, I believe. But looking back on it, the money I spent, not worth it.
What do you mean? These PNGs will live in your phone forever.
Game's
Account's
gone, man.
gone.
It's gone.
Did you actually delete it?
Yeah, I
Oh.
told you a while ago I did.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you?
I had
not-
to make room for Honkai Star Rail, my friend.
But your like account still exists, right?
So as I don't know because I've actually had 2 accounts for Fate Grand Order.
Wait, is it tied to the
God.
game save?
I think so, yeah. Because like the game gives you an option to transfer your.
Do you make an account when you like log into this game?
I think you do. Like, I don't know if I could recover it. I'd have to
I
like.
have
look
a
that up
feeling
and
you
see.
could.
You'd have to call
Well-
probably the Fate Grand Order support line.
I have to call John Fate Grand Order. Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know.
You have to call John, say
Yes,
dial him up.
he will tell me no. You have to buy everything again.
Why not?
I'm never going to want to get it back anyway.
You say
I've
that
made my
now.
peace. Oh yeah,
There'll be
I'll
a banner
maintain.
someday.
No,
Yeah.
I'm done, dude. I'm done.
I don't believe you.
Well, okay.
All right.
So my 2 pieces of
I'll
Fate
make you a
news.
bet. From now until when I die, I will not reinstall Fate.
How will I ever know? Can
I
I?
don't know.
Do I get monthly checks on your phone?
Sure. You can make payment. We can have a payment plan going. Every month
How
you
much
give
are
me.
we making this bet for?
I don't know. How much do you think it's worth?
$5.
No, that's all right. I'm not playing it though. I literally couldn't care about the game anymore.
I was just more interested. I'm pretty sure, like, you logged into account, your shit's probably still there.
It probably is. Like, if I did enough, like, looking and, like, went to their website or whatever, I probably could, but I just don't care.
Yeah.
So moving on from Fate Grand Order, the it looks like Fate Extra Record.
Oh.
Oh,
So-
is Gilgamesh in it?
I'm
Maybe.
not sure. So
Maybe.
I see Saber of Red.
Yeah, we have Nero Claudius. We have fucking Emiya Archer. We got Tamamo no Mae.
So apparently this is a remake of a PS2 or PSP game that apparently started back in like 2011 with Fate Extra CC. Like this is
Dude.
apparently called the Extraverse.
Okay,
The
Fate
deep
Extra
lore.
CCC, that has my girl Seshuin Kiara in it, and you can't, like, get it over here in the West to play it without, like, a fan translation.
Wasn't that one
or
of the
something.
banners you pulled for?
Yeah. Kiara and Gilgamesh were the 2 I spent the most money on. They're my favorites.
Yeah, so apparently this game is going to get a remake because it came out like back in 2011 and there were like a PlayStation 4 and PS Vita game released a while back called like I think Fate Extra something. I've seen it on like Mercury and eBay every now and then where they're like, hey, do you want this PS Vita game? And I'll be like, not really.
Why not?
I've only watched 2 Fate things so far, so I'm not in the deep end right now.
All right, you got to get into Fate Apocalypse.
All right.
I will take some time to look into this later. Like, I'm aware of Fate Extra and then
Fate-
like the Umbral Star
Fate
or
Extella,
Yeah.
the Umbral Star. That's the Vita one that eBay and Mercury are always pushing on me.
Yeah, I think that's the one because back when I did have a PS4, I did buy like I think the Umbral Star because that had Altera in it. I think, but yeah, no, it was decent fun, but it's very much like a waves of enemies and you just beat the shit out of them, kind of like Hyrule Warriors.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I think that's what this one is. Fate Samurai Remnant.
Oh, I see.
But I mean, it looks like Fate fans are eating good lately. Like like you guys have no shortage of Fate. I mean, you guys get more Fate than most anime fans get of their favorite franchises. So like, you guys eat well.
Gender swap the King of England and make him a girl. That's boom, Fate. You've done it.
Now, I love Fate. I always will. But like, I don't know. Like, I'll be excited for when a Strange Fate does actually air, because that like does involve Gilgamesh and then Enkidu, his friend, and everything. Like, I'm excited for that to come out.
Gilgamesh sucks. He's the dick.
How dare you insult my
I
husband?
mean, he is.
Okay.
What the two things
That's
I
part of his
watched.
charm, man.
He is a
because
dick.
he's an arrogant fucking asshole, but he
Zash.
can back that shit up. That's why I like him.
Zash.
Zash.
All right, so let's move on to the main topic. We watched two things today. We'll go with the one that's least important to the most important one. So, did you guys enjoy Puss in Boots?
Oh yeah,
I
good ass
see-
movie.
I see why people showed me clips of just the beginning and the end because
You hate the dog?
No, the dog wasn't the worst, but it was just like kind of boring in the middle.
It's a lot of like, okay, now we got the map. Let's go travel.
We got to this place. Oh, the map got taken. Go get the map back.
Thomas, what did you even watch? Like, did you even watch? We're paying attention. I think you left.
Oh yeah, I had to leave, charge my phone.
Oh yeah, this motherfucker over here.
Fuck
So
you, Salem.
Dang.
What's up, man?
So
Fuck you both.
So what did
Why?
you?
You both suck.
So
Oh.
what did you? So you enjoyed Death. You said Death was this particular incarnation of Death is in your top 3. What'd you like
Hell
about
yeah.
him?
He's a cool wolf man with twin sickles.
I do like that he was voiced by the Pablo Escobar actor. That was pretty good. I didn't even like notice it in it, but once I started like to hear it, I was like, oh, that's a pretty menacing voice. What did you guys think of the voice?
It
No, like
matched him.
he sounded good. He looked cool. Like
Yeah.
when he this is very specific. I mean, you guys know, but I'll say it again. Like when he clangs the sickles together, like when he spins them and makes that clang sound. I fucking love that.
Reminds me of like a Bloodborne idle animation of like switching weapon styles, like
Yeah, I
the
could
transforming weapons almost.
I can kind of see that. Yeah, I mean, shit, he does combine them, so I mean,
Yeah.
it basically is a trick.
That's
weapon.
the worst part of Death.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't like that.
unfortunately, the sickle staff dual lightsaber thing he does, it just is bad. If you ask me.
Yeah, can we stop?
Oh.
Phantom Menace was a long time ago.
Okay, look, I like dual lightsabers.
I don't.
Okay, well,
Do you wait? So are you a prequel hater?
Yeah, yes, but this is a different
let's talk
kind
about Star Wars.
No.
this
okay.
this is a different kind of dislike. I just hate the double lightsaber.
Oh, okay.
Like I also hate the prequels, but we can talk about that a different day.
All right.
Wait, are you a prequel enjoyer?
They're like fine. Like they're not as terrible as people make them out to be, but they're not as good as they were first. Like as people revered them back when they first premiered. Because when they first premiered, people were so hyped.
I think I think
yeah.
the best one's the third one. Of
Yeah,
the
I mean,
prequels.
Revenge of the Sith.
arguably.
Yeah.
Yeah, like straight up, like I've watched the prequel so many fucking times. Like Revenge of the Sith is the best one out of the prequel trilogy, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But like looking back on it, like as much as like I hate the sequel trilogy, I think it's fucking trash. But I do enjoy the prequels for what
I will
they
say
are.
the first one in the sequel trilogy is like fine, but that's just it's a functional remake of like episode 4. So.
Yeah. All right, let's get back on topic. So, this Puss in Boots movie. Can you tell me a little bit about it? What was the plot? Why does he want the last wish? Why is it the last
Because
wish?
he used all his
So-
8 lives, and he used up 8 of his 9 lives, and his
Yeah.
next one he'll be claimed by a death.
Did you guys enjoy Did you guys enjoy when he talked to his past lives?
Not especially.
I did. It was fun seeing like the goofy ass like lifestyles he had. The fucking gazpacho.
The
Like, that-
gazpacho.
I love that was like his thing. Like you had drunk, you had bodybuilder,
Yeah.
Puss in Boots. You used to have gazpacho guy just there
Gazpacho.
eating like.
What was it? The
alright.
shellfish one?
That was
Oh,
one-
yeah,
That
the
was when he
shellfish
went
one.
vegan. Was when he was gazpacho.
Oh,
It's
oh.
just cold tomato soup.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what a gazpacho was. You looked at me for live translation. I was like, I don't know what that is.
I figured there was like you could translate it straight from Spanish to get like a rough meaning of what it is.
No idea. No, like gazpacho, nothing in there like translates to tomato cold soup. Like none of it. So okay,
You
so
learned something new today, listeners.
so if you think back on your like of your guys' memories of Shrek, right?
Oh, the
Puss in-
original?
Yeah, like when Puss in Boots was first introduced, and you think on
two.
that
I
animation.
was gonna say he wasn't in the first one.
Yeah.
No, he got introduced in 2. That animation, like, do you guys remember the like animation for Shrek back in the day, and then compare it to this Puss in Boots movie? Like, what do you guys think? It's completely different.
No, it's different without a shadow of a doubt. But like, I remember the animation being good for
Shrek
2.
I think Shrek 2, like, Puss in Boots is weird because it has like weirdly jittery animations, but not like in a bad way. It's just got like small skips and stuff, which like seems like it was done like as a style, which is fine.
Yeah, like there's like some rough kind of art going on with like some of the characters sometimes.
When like characters are running or like moving quickly.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it was bad or anything.
No, it's definitely like a style choice.
So I don't know if you guys are aware, this movie did come out after the Spider-Verse movie came out. Those are movies we gotta like talk about one day, hopefully when the third one comes out. But this movie was heavily inspired by that animation style. Now, do you guys, now that I've said that, do you guys kind of see it?
A little bit, yeah.
Kind of, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, because I think that first Spider-Verse movie, Into the Spider-Verse, like it's kind of like how, what is it, Baldur's Gate 3 made all those
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, you know how like Baldur's Gate 3 like pushed the industry forward, and then every other like video game like studio was like, why are you doing this? Now we have to pick up the bar.
Oh, okay, when that happened, people were complaining that like, oh well, they just essentially they made such a good fucking game. Like, how can we compete?
So yeah,
like,
it was like developers from other studios that were like, you guys are making us look bad.
Yeah,
it's
so
like, sure, go ahead.
It's like, brother, we're in a market of making games. Like, I don't know what to tell you. People enjoyed the game we made. You know?
So that's a little bit of what happened with Spider-Verse, is that Spider-Verse had essentially pushed the envelope like to a new level, and then apparently a bunch of movies got scrapped and a bunch of movies were like retooled. Puss in Boots, I don't know if it was one of them, but it is a result of that. The other one would be the TMNT Mutant Mayhem movie. I really want you guys to watch that one at some point. But yeah, this movie was heavily inspired by like the new animations like wave of that the Spider-Verse kind of pushed. And ever since the second one, more people have been trying to do what they've been doing, but apparently it's been taking way longer just because this quality is so high. It's taking longer for animated movies to come out, but Disney just continues to pump out their own garbage.
Feels like how like claymation was back in the day, where like claymation's still hard to do, but
like Coraline's, Nightmare Before Christmas, like those movies took forever to make, but they were like very well received.
Yo, Jack Skellington, good.
You
I
like
love
a
Coraline.
Are you
guys
a Boogie Woogie enjoyer?
Oh,
What is
Oogie
that?
Boogie, I guess.
You don't know what Boogie Woogie is?
No, I
Oh,
never
dude,
heard of
I
it.
have this fucking song memorized,
Hell
dude.
yeah, that's what I expected in my
When he
sale.
fucking captures Santa Claus, I have that memorized.
Yeah, all we gotta do is capture Santa.
Yeah, he's
All we have to do is steal the Declaration of Independence.
Oh,
I love
that
Oogie
thing.
Boogie so much, man. He's so cool.
Yep. So Puss in Boots definitely a solid 7 for me. The animation is basically what carries it, but the story is pretty whatever. The dog is pretty whatever. Selma Hayek, Antonio Banderas, they do a good job.
I love that specifically. The dog is whatever.
The dog is whatever. Like Sherm said, yeah, you could take or leave the dog.
But
honestly,
team friendship though.
that
Come
was
on.
Yep.
that was the worst. I get it. It's not, we're like 20
I
year
mean,
old.
yeah, it's a fucking.
We're grown men.
It's a kids movie. Like I
But-
can only care.
Yeah, I mean,
I
the-
can only be so mad at
The
it.
story's fine. Like, I don't really think there's anything bad about it. Like, it's,
But it was a pretty mature kids movie for all accounts. Like,
I mean, it kind of fits the mold of like a Shrek or a Shrek 2.
that's true. Did you guys enjoy Goldilocks and the Three
Oh my
Bears?
god.
It definitely grew on me like the longer I watched it.
Oh, the Cockney Bears.
Yeah, fucking. You fucking bottle water.
No matter how you make her poor, she'll never be fully grateful for it.
I will say, like, I really did enjoy the whole, like, them, like, being like, we're your family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought that was sweet, especially the ending.
I love how they
say
kept
about
giving her a
baby.
hint, like, like, we love you, we consider you family. She's like, but I want a real family.
It needs to be just right.
Like in my fucking picture book.
But what? So
Direct dialogue from the
okay, and you did change your profile picture in the middle of the movie. What did you change it to? Was
Yes.
it Jack?
It was Jack,
Like Jack
yes. I
from, like-
fucking love him so much, dude. He's just a freak. I love him.
God, what was his name? Jack what?
Jack
Big
Horner.
Jack.
Horner. What? He was like, oh, you have a fairy tale about you, and he's like, nah, it was more of a nursery rhyme.
Dude, like, he's just very blatant, like, yeah, I don't care about people's lives. I'm dead on the inside.
Yo, Jiminy
like,
Cricket just
You're a monster.
Oh, legally distinct Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, of course. You're a monster. There's nothing good about you. And he's like, yeah, it took you long enough, idiot.
Oh, that's so good. And he was voiced by the guy who voices Spider-Ham in that.
John Delaney, yeah.
Yep, John Mulaney.
You did a good job.
Yep. I did enjoy Jack. I did enjoy Jack a lot. So, what do you guys think of Selma Hayek though, and Antonio Banderas as our titular heroes?
I'm gonna be honest, Selma Hayek was so whatever.
Yeah, you couldn't even you could have put anybody there.
What was it, Kitty Softpaws?
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
She had a luchador mask on.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
sure.
you didn't notice until that final scene.
Well,
So-
I mean,
Okay.
her face is mostly like
It's
the darker
fine.
color,
It's
yeah.
fine. But no, I mean, like the voice acting and everything, like was good. Like there was no real bad standouts or anything. Like even the dog we didn't like. Like
Yeah.
voice acting was good.
Well, you didn't like the dog?
Did you like the dog, Sherm?
Yeah, he was the best part of the
Oh,
movie.
really?
I thought it was
Oh.
hilarious. All his scenes, like you remember when he was pretending to be a cat. That was
that was comedy
that was
gold,
a
my
fucking
friend.
Straight calm.
So, I will say I've talked with my brother Chris about this all the time. I do enjoy how in this movie Puss in Boots wasn't like I gotta get my milk. I mean my leche milk,
leche.
and then he says like milk right after. I like did enjoy how they didn't do that.
The classic thing where we just say random things in Spanish, then say them again in English.
Yeah, because I was watching La Llorona at one point because big strong man loves horror movies, and
Aw.
the guy who played Tuco in Breaking Bad, he was a priest in there, and he was like,
Tight.
he was in that movie. He was like, "This is the work of La Llorona, the weeping woman." I was like, "Shut this off!" I was like, "Fucking stop."
Better than forcing someone to type in subtitles later. Just have him repeat it.
Yeah, just make it easier for everybody.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Well, I did enjoy that, and it's like you were saying. You kind of didn't. Did you get most of what he was saying in Spanish, or did you not get any of
Yeah,
it?
that was a joke.
Okay,
Like a bit.
I'm glad.
There was only a couple scenes that, like, when Death said whatever he said, and he was
Oh, like I shouldn't be playing with my food now. It's ruined.
yeah, it's like that was like good to know the
um,
context for
Well,
it.
that was like the last scene that he was in. He was
Yeah,
doing them.
when he's like holding up his sights and he's like, I should learn not to play with my food. Like, it was good to get that context. But other than that, it was like, self-explanatory.
Yeah, I'm glad nobody was like, what does that even mean? They should just speak English.
Funny story. I don't know if you really want to get into it too much, but whenever I used to watch wrestling and like it was mostly like some Hispanic wrestlers would like come out and just start speaking in Spanish, especially to like partially Spanish speaking crowd. One of the people I would watch it with would just be like, "Where are the subtitles at? I don't understand a thing he's saying."
Be like, no, they're gonna wrestle. That's all you need to know.
It really only happens in Spanish. Surprisingly, the Japanese wrestlers, like, their English is okay, but usually they just don't talk.
I mean, fair enough.
Or like one of my favorites, Shinsuke, like he'll do like the Japanese ass like English of whoever he's fighting. Cody Rhodes.
You don't know who are you messing with?
Like anytime, because Shinsuke Nakamura, fucking phenomenal.
Hell yeah,
His
brother.
fucking theme song's a banger. But
Yes,
like,
sir.
I can't recall any time where I was watching him with my buddy at the time, and I was like, yeah, what the fuck is he saying, man? I don't get it.
I think during the Spanish speaking segments, when there's like large minority in the crowd of Spanish speaking people, it's just to like play to that audience. Whereas I don't think WWE does shows in like Japan, so we really no reason to ever like speak in Japanese to that audience.
Okay, well, let's move on from Puss in Boots. We all agree it's a good movie. What would you give it? Like, what would you rate it? Let's do that. Verdict.
6.5 or 7.
6.5.
8 out of 10.
I mean, you are a child, so
Literal.
Well, you
child.
are a child, so
you're a literal child. I mean, you liked it, right?
Yeah.
What did you think?
The animation was good, and like the story was like I don't kind of understand it until you like actually watch it, and then you understand what happens.
Okay. Well, I'm glad this kids movie was to your understanding.
child.
Maybe
Okay.
the wish was the love we made along the way.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
literally
hey,
one of
man.
those. It's literally one of those like
I don't.
Friendship.
I
all I'm
don't need
saying.
this anymore. My wish already came true.
Aw. I'd give it 7 sounds about right. Like it was a good movie.
Yep, 7
was it?
for
Speaking
me.
of sevens,
Oh, you fucking piece of shit.
Let's move on.
Where's
we
the
did-
fucking dog voice of the audience character in this one?
So we watched another movie today.
Yeah, we
Since
did.
since I can't trust you guys yet to watch a full season of anime, I know I can trust you,
Huh?
Phenomenal.
That's right.
you can trust Phenomenal more than me.
Yes.
Unless it falls under my whims. So.
All right, so Magtastic.
I've recently entered my Magtastic arc of being unable to fucking get anything done. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Okay, we need a good one.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Solid. That's the best one to date.
There we go.
Still a little off.
So
It's the best one, though, so far.
Could be better.
Oh, yeah. Always room for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
So we watched Kimi no wa. Can you translate that?
Your Name.
That was a pretty easy one for me, not gonna lie. So we watched Your Name.
Yeah, we watched Your Name.
So what'd you guys think? Solid 8. Loved it.
It's about drama.
7.
So I don't know.
7 for me, dog.
Yeah, and sure. I
Why? Why is it a 7?
Oh
There's no
no.
shawarma.
Give me your real reason.
Give me, okay, so...
Was it the end?
No, not necessarily the end.
Okay.
I mean, a kissing scene would have been nice, but it wasn't the end.
What?
I'm just joking.
Did you
No,
drop it a full point because she cut her hair or something?
No,
Oh
no.
my
Like,
God.
okay, like, if we're talking objectively, I would give it probably like an 8 or a 9, probably.
Okay.
But in terms of
You're giving it a 7 to spite me.
no. That's just a side benefit, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so why a 7? Like what?
Okay, well, besides that, there's no shawarma. The reason I'm giving it a 7, like, it didn't do much for me
Mm-hmm.
in terms of, like, my enjoyment of the film. Like, it was fine. Like, I wouldn't say it's bad. Like, it's not like I was going to fall asleep during it when we were watching it, but it didn't connect with me really, like, emotionally or otherwise. Like, it was fine.
I see that. I see that.
But I wouldn't call it a bad movie.
Would you definitely recommend this? If you had to gun your head, gun to your balls, would you recommend this to somebody?
Gun to my head, gun to my balls.
If somebody said, recommend me a good anime movie, would you this be top of the list?
Dragon Ball Superheroes.
No.
Next question.
That's
solid choice, bro. Hell yeah, I love Dragon Ball.
This is like when Gohan got his big white hair. Yeah, that was fucking
Beast Gohan.
all right. For real.
I'd recommend Silent Voice, probably.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
Okay.
Silent Voice for sure. Over this, anyway.
Wow.
Wow. Must be
Okay,
that bad,
okay.
huh?
I like Silent Voice.
What about you? What about you? Which one are you?
Which one?
I am phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
This is gonna get worse and worse over
No,
time.
it's not. At a certain point, he'll call us by that on the podcast.
Okay.
so phenomenal.
Dude,
What
we're gonna have different names at some point.
Yeah,
With time.
you're-
Let it sit.
You're
would
right.
you
Shai
s-
Halud.
recommend
Yeah.
Your Name or A Silent Voice? Gun to your head, gun to your balls.
Me personally, I would recommend A Silent Voice.
Okay.
Its themes hit a lot harder with me. This was still a wonderfully done movie, and
Oh, it was a gorgeous movie for one.
Oh yeah, it looked good. Like, don't get me wrong, it looked good.
I liked all the like different fucking like connecting the dots moments of like like he's talking about the wrist the braided wristband that he has, and then you see that scene because she had tried to go to Tokyo
Right.
3 years in the future and gave it to him, but he couldn't. Also, like, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You guys you were kind of laughing when they forgot their names. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like I'm so much smarter than you, but you like you understand it's because it's like waking
Okay.
up from a dream, right?
Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
Sherm, yes, I did understand the
Okay.
reason for that. That's not why I was laughing at it. Like,
I don't think I was laughing
I
at it
understood
for-
the movie. Like, I get that.
I was just making sure. 'Cause
Yeah, I understood
like-
Danny Darko the first time I watched it. So
like,
I never even heard of that movie.
really?
Danny Darko?
Nope.
Oh.
Wow.
What is that?
Next
But yeah,
one.
no, like the plot of the movie was not lost on me. I just thought it was funny.
Fair enough.
So okay, for one, music. Honestly, like I mentioned this before.
God, I hate
don't.
anime openings.
Yup,
They're
I
just
hate
the
anime
worst.
openings. I don't care for them.
Delete them from history.
But music was really good. The music
Yeah,
was
yeah, the music was good.
music was a joy and a blast to kind of listen to, which is
Yeah.
for me. You already know I don't care for a lot for foreign music, but this entire soundtrack, I'll probably look it up later. What are you trying to direct me to this diaper commercial? Okay.
Okay, time for the real topic of the podcast today, these diaper commercials.
Let's not. So like I'm not a big like foreign music, J-pop, K-pop enjoyer. Thomas is big fan on that. But like me personally, yeah, I don't care for a lot of like anime openings, closings, or any of that. But I did enjoy all of this music, which is like a big plus for me. I did enjoy all of the like visuals. Gorgeous movie, like we said. But the characters are pretty flat. They are pretty cardboard for me.
Oh yeah, The characters are not interesting. I think that's fair to say. They're just like younger kids, right?
I will say, I think the most interesting character, by having like maybe 20 minutes of screen time, was the little sister.
Oh, okay. I just want to say, man, okay, so there's a scene, right? And this isn't a spoiler for the film or anything, but there's a scene where the fucking older sister, right, is like, spazzing out or whatever. She's like crying and shit. And the little sister is just like, I'm just gonna go, Mom. I'm not gonna walk with my sister today. She's just like wanting to piece the fuck out and get out of there. And I don't blame her, dog.
Weird.
I don't fucking blame her. That fucking killed me, man.
The two childhood friends were, they were whatever as well. His two friends, the big one didn't even barely got any screen time.
Oh yeah, the glasses guy. Yeah, he got more screen time for sure.
And then the other side character, the one he had the crush on.
Yeah, the bag that he fumbled.
Yep.
Yeah, his senpai at work.
Like fine one.
Yep.
That she did.
She did. She very, very much did. Fuck, what was her name? Don't even remember.
Miki.
Oh, right there. Miki Okidura.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, once again, this is a very, very enjoyable movie. I really liked it, but it is an 8 for me, just because I really enjoyed the visuals. I really enjoyed the music. I did enjoy the plot, but like I said, the characters were so cardboard that they kind of didn't fully get me in. I wasn't like fully in the trenches. I wasn't like trying to figure it out. I wasn't like hesitating to pull out my phone and look at the plot, which is normally, if that happens, like I really like want to know.
And I will say, since time is also a factor in the plot as well, like I think they did a good job with it too.
Yeah.
Because like whenever there's fucking like, time travel or there's like a time gap of years or whenever, it makes me fucking worried. So I'm like, how are they gonna fuck this up?
Yeah,
something's
time
gonna
travel
happen.
and any time related like plot device is always a worrying thing.
Yeah, and I think they did pretty solid with it.
Okay, what about you, Thomas? Tell me what you thought.
It's actually a great movie. I would maybe recommend it to some people, but like the story and like the beginning was like so like random to me because I didn't understand what was happening or like whatever was happening inside the movie. It was actually a good movie though. Not that good.
Okay. Would you say you understood it now that we've explained it, or did you understand it after we were done?
Like understood it after
we
were done.
explained it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's probably good to know sometimes like what's going on.
Yeah.
Especially if you watch it now, you'll probably be like, if you watch it like in 10 years and you're like, oh, that's that movie I watched, and then and it'll probably click. I don't know.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you guys when you're like, you watch something again and you're like, okay, now I get it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure. Like there's been plenty of times where that has happened, especially when I was a kid watching shit, and then I watch it now and I'm like, oh, okay, I see.
Yep,
That joke makes more sense.
Yeah. A lot of the Shrek jokes in that first and second Shrek. Like,
No.
I don't.
Dude, that's one of my favorites is when you're watching fucking like movies and shit when you were a kid. You watch them now and you're like, oh, they were saying this shit? Okay.
I don't know if you guys ever remember in that second Shrek movie when they were doing the like cops parody in Shrek 2. They catch Puss in Boots, they push him up against the wall, and they find like catnip in his pocket.
Oh, yeah, no, I do
And he's
remember.
like, I don't know how that got there. That's not mine. like, are you serious? This is fucking kids movie.
Pretty sure in the first one, fucking Lord Farquaad's pitching a tent.
Yeah,
in bed when he's like looking at the magic mirror.
Yeah, he even goes like, ooh. So, I mean, gun your head, gun your balls, a silent voice over Your Name. But Your Name is not terrible. It's very enjoyable. It's a good movie, but it does not hit that high bar that we kind of wish it would.
I would argue against that, but you guys obviously feel different.
Well, objectively. But you still think A Silent Voice is better.
Yeah, but like, it's right up there.
Yeah.
I'll give this a 9 or a 10.
Now, I did enjoy that this was kind of slice of life, kind of like, but these two were kind of like, I did, maybe because this was an hour and 40-minute movie, the plot didn't develop like it would have had it been like 12 episodes. I think that would have been too far of like to do like almost 4 hours of of this. But
yeah, I think the movie format fits this way better than having this made into a serialized show.
I think so too. I think if we had like maybe an additional 20 to 30 minutes, it may have done like at least a bit, like it would have let it cook a bit more instead of having it feel rushed, where it's like, okay, now they're in love. Like to me, that kind of felt like, when did they fall in love with each other? A lot of this was like them leaving texts and messages behind to each other.
So, I mean, the first real instance in the film where like it's kind of shown to the audience like, hey, there's feelings being caught here was when the girl sets boy up for his date with his senpai at work.
Right.
And they both wake up with tears in their eyes, more so from the girl after she goes back to her original body. And then the guy's out on his date and the girl like just kind of has this feeling of like, oh, there's someone else you've met that's really impacted life? Like, you seem to be, feeling more strongly for her than me or something.
100%. And I think that's kind of like where I was like, okay, this switch right here, haven't really met each other. They're just kind of communicating through text, notepads, and
like the diary app and
diary
stuff on the phone.
So
now that you brought that up, it is kind of like there's no real definitive when they both kind of had these feelings for each other, you know what I mean? But so beyond like that scene with him on his date with the senpai, it's just like, okay, but when, like what about, you know what I'm saying?
And time does move forward because we've seen seasons, but that's where I'm kind of like, I was trying to remember, like, did we already get a spring? Did we get a summer? Did we get an autumn? Like, because we got a winter, at the end.
There definitely was that time lapse too when like they both kind of realized like, oh, we're switching bodies, and then you see the days kind of go by.
Yeah, so they were switching bodies for a while, but yeah, that's essentially, for me, like, if it was 1 month, I would have been like, what? But if it was like close to a year, then it would have made more sense. But
I don't know. It would have been nice if there was some more like communication stuff where like you're showing their feelings kind of develop versus kind of like the implied like build up for them having these feelings. You know what I'm saying? I think that part's kind of meh. I don't know.
I guess spoiler, I do like that he was able to go back before, like a day before, and kind of change everything. You do get the happy ending, but just imagine if this had just turned out like, everybody gets fucked.
Oh, dude, I was so fucking worried at the end though, because like when you see him in her body, like rushing on the bike to like get this shit in motion, I was worried. It's like, no, they're gonna run out of time. Like that fucking comet is coming, man. Like this is the most productive afternoon anyone's fucking had, man. Like he gets his fucking friends together. They plan like explosives at the electrical site. They're making moves to make the announcement to evacuate. I was worried it was all gonna nothing.
Yeah, and I even turned to Phenomenal over here, and I was like, when they were up in the mountain, kind of talking like, hey, I don't want to forget you or whatever. Kind of turned to him, and I was like, man, sure would hate if a fucking meteor crashed on somebody.
Man, that'd be the worst, man.
But I mean, great movie, and on all accounts, definitely a big recommend from me. Thomas said big recommend from her. And you, big recommend?
So I still think it's worth watching. Like, I didn't hate my time with it. It's just that I don't feel as strongly about the film as you guys seem to. That's why I'm rating it a little bit lower.
So if you didn't have to, you wouldn't have watched it, but we were all here. We all agreed.
It wasn't a bad time. That's
and
for sure.
What about you, Phenomenal?
It was very good.
Very good, very good. All right, well, sorry, this was a short one, and the editing, it'll probably be cut down to like 40 minutes, but at least it's not 2 hours.
Just leave everything in.
But thanks for tuning in with us. Sorry, this is a kind of rush one, but we're all tired. We're all very tired. We did watch 2 movies, and we also did watch Suicide Squad, which a review is going to come next week.
Fuck Suicide Squad.
Oh, don't forget about Plus Size Elf now.
Okay.
we skim that just
We skim Plus Size Elf every week.
Slime Girl, Dragon Lady.
So next week we are gonna review Suicide Squad because it is the final episode. Done.
Thank God. Thank God it's fucking ending. Jesus Christ.
He almost tapped out at the end over there.
I'm gonna call off for next week.
You guys can handle that
I
one.
don't even want to fucking talk about it. What a fucking absolute dog shit.
Spoiler, there's gonna be a lot of ragging on the show and some disinterest. Like that's
It being a semi Isekai fan, being a DC fan, being an anime fan, it did not come all together. This is one of those like where the joke in anime is like the girl who can't cook cooks, and then it's like that green unidentifiable slop.
Oh yeah, where they have to like put a filter over it.
That's what Suicide Squad Isekai is.
It feels like it was made in a fucking boardroom by execs making decisions. God,
definitely was.
Just stone-faced, like, guys, we need a product.
Either that or they sat an intern down and said, all right, write down the things that make anime good, give us a list, and they were like, all right, shove it here, like, just fucking insert this.
I love the idea that they got some guy that's watched, like, 3 anime, and they're like,
Well, they were probably like, Johnson, you watch that fucking Japanese cartoon, don't you? And, like, I think he had good intentions because he was like, yeah, big point in a lot of these shows is, like, have the opening theme playing over the climax. Like, that specifically was, like, so on the nose and felt so out of place in this specifically where I'm like, it feels like it was, like, someone wrote down a list of shit they should put in.
You can see behind the screen and just know that this was planted there for that reason.
Yeah.
It
feels so over the top, like, in your face that it stands out.
We'll rag it on it next week. We'll we'll bring up all the stuff.
I just want to say more, but fair enough.
We're ragging on next week. Next week it's done. We'll do the it'll be funny when somebody like listens to kind of the episode where it's like, yeah, I've got this Suicide Isekai, and we're like, oh, it looks mildly interesting, and then they just hear our final review.
Oh
and it's
God,
like,
no, I thought it was wee bit of trash. I did. Fucking huge turd of dog shit. I think.
Right.
I can't wait to watch videos later on if other people care to like put their thoughts out there.
Suicide Squad Isekai is actually a hidden masterpiece.
Yeah, it's a sleeper hit. You guys have missed out, and here's why. Like, they're fucking liars. They're fucking liars. This is
Here's
not
148 things you missed in the first episode.
Oh my God. And it's gonna be a video with like the circle and like the arrow pointing at like something, and it's like, this is what you missed.
Yeah.
Well,
it's gonna be
all right.
circling Harley's bad.
And then it'll be like
the fucking princess.
her
in it,
Easter
yeah.
egg will be like the hammer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
about
No,
that.
no, save it for next week.
No.
All right. I've been Jose, aka Isano Monjo. You have been.
Phenomenal.
You have been.
Max.
And you have been.
Thomas.
All right. I appreciate you all coming together here and doing this with me. All right. You all have a good night.